Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? This is Yusuf Chowdhury once again tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. It is 5:58 p.m. Central Time. All right, so just give me a minute here. I'm going to start in a few minutes. If y'all can hear me clearly, let me know. And by the way, on today's subject, if you have a website that you want me to look at it, give you some feedback, let me know. I'm going to be running some analysis, give you some feedback from user experience and also from the technical stuff. So feel free to go ahead and put your website on the comment section. Okay, let me also go ahead and share this page right here. Okay, so if you do have a self-hosted based WordPress website, I highly recommend that you should follow this group, facebook.com/groups/WP Beginner. It's from the founder of this awesome website right here, the WP Beginner. I mean, Saeed, the owner of this website, amazingly, he got tons of resources on everything within WordPress, also marketing and business, right? So this group has so far, look at that, close to almost more than 250,000, right? And the group are very active. So one of the posts that I like on the 1st of May, they made a post right here to basically, help you or anybody else that needs some advice on how to make their website functional and also to stand out, right? So they posted this. I like the way how the group is super engaging. So right here, some of the members posting their website and they are getting some feedback in terms of like the look, the design, the functionality, and whatnot. So if your website is built on WordPress and you want some feedback, I highly advise you that you need to join this group. Okay, it's a facebook.com/groups/WP Beginner. There's another Facebook WordPress group that I follow. It's called Help and Share, which is another amazing community. So I highly recommend that you all need to get in there if you need the help and the constant feedback. Anyway, so they have more than 300 comments. I'm going through some of the websites. I'm going to show you what I'm exactly doing because the feedback going to be a little bit simple and basic. Okay, nothing in detail. Hey Marisol, what's going on? What is the name of the group? It is facebook.com/groups/WP Beginner. So this is the main website right here. If you ever build a website on WordPress, this is a very good resource because the content that Saeed writes, he used very simple English with images and snapshots and whatnot. So it's very good. Yeah, WP Beginner. Okay, and by the way, Marisol, were you able to figure out how to get access to my Google Ads team because they're still waiting on you for them to analyze? So anyway, so the couple of sites been added here, so people give a lot of good feedback. So I'm reading this is very good for those that also want to write content, right? So if you want to write blog about, let's say if you're a WordPress developer, if you're a website designer or content developer, so you can now come right here and look at some of these questions. So you can use this question, you can use some of this feedback for you to write a content on top of it, or you can also share some of this feedback. And of course, make sure you give the credit where the credit is due and use that to come up with some awesome material. So a lot of good information right here. So what I basically did, I looked at this particular website right here and did a full user experience analysis and also the on-page analysis. So these are my feedback right here. Okay. Can you all see this? I have not figured out. Can we try the screen share option one of these days? Well, if you want, Marisol, just let me know if you're available sometime tonight. We can either zoom in or something like that. Then I can definitely show you how to do that. So if you all can see, these are my so-called basic feedback. So I basically looked at the site from the user experience, and I also give resources. So my feedback wasn't just, hey, do this, but also give a lot of resources. Now, the cool thing about WP Beginner, you can always go to the search button right here and type any subject. So if I tell you, hey, guess what, your alt tag is missing, and if you don't know what is alt tag, you can definitely come right here and tap the word alt tag or alternative text. Then you will see all the content within the subject. So this is a very good resource. Okay, so now this is some of the feedback, and of course the person was very happy. So Rafi was very happy, so he's going to go through it, and hopefully I'm going to keep the communication back and forth, right? Madiha, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. So let's see, and here's another one. I looked at this website, and she basically took my advice quickly and made some of the changes, which I really like. And you can also read a lot of all these feedback, and there's no cost to it. The fact that the community likes to help each other, that is exactly what are they doing. Okay, Abdul Rashid, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in, bro. Salam alaikum. Hey Madiha, what's going on? How are you? It's been a long time. Are you still doing that, selling those hijabi puppets? Are you still doing your graphic awesome designs in the comic books, I think? So right here, I give my intake on her website with a lot of resources, and I'm going to show you guys how to, and I'm going to help everybody right here too. So I'm going to, this will give me more time to involve and give some help out. Okay. So let's see. Awesome. You said we would love to. Okay. Let's see. There should be more comments. Read more comments here. Ninjabishop.com. Okay, still around. Okay. So let's see. I looked at Kevin. Give him a feedback. Brent as well. Also Joe, travel blogger, and Alan was the last one that I gave him a feedback. No, the idea about this post, what I like about it, I mean, the owner of the post site basically said, hey, remember users, you need to comment on at least 3 other users. Basically what he means, what he's trying to say, look at other website, at least 3 of them, give them feedback, then go ahead and put your own website so everybody can help you. So it's all about the concept of reciprocation, like I help you, you help me, right? So don't be too stingy, right? Try to give in order for you to get something, to get something that you want to receive, okay? So right now, I'm going to help this Victory. His website is called Sky News NG, that stands for Nigeria, right? So I like this website. It's basically, what did he say? The website is about, let's see, news, sports news, entertainment. So this is the website, okay? And I can see the navigation page, health, gossip, celebrity guest, Geist, local news, sports, business, world news. So more like a news-based website. There's a social right here on the top. This is the logo. I like the logo, but I would say maybe if you can enlarge it just a little bit. I like the fact that these topics are perfectly put together. The only advice is the text for some reason is not easy to read, right? Other than that, the slide is good. It's so slow. It's not too fast. When you scroll down, I like that it has the title, the date, and an image that reflects the title, okay? Then on the side, you have all the other blog posts right here. Also categories to look at different content within different categories. I like how this is structured, how this is properly put in place. The only advice I would give him here in terms of design is that you gotta make sure that the image is consistent in terms of the size of the design. So if it's like this, make sure all the images are the same, not like here, some image like, bigger or smaller. So it all has to be consistent, right? That's the advice that I would give him. Like this one here, you see, it's consistent. He has a privacy policy. Good job on having a privacy policy. Contact us and privacy policy. That's very good. Now, the only thing it's missing here is that there is no lead capture. If you do want people to constantly read, it gets some sort of constant update about the news articles, then you have to capture them. So whether you're going to use MailChimp, MailerLite, or Aweber to capture those subscribers, they can receive the daily or the how many times you post the content, right? Another option, there's a plugin for WordPress where you can get some sort of a notification on the top right left corner that says, would you like to receive this notification? If you click yes, that anytime you post a material, whoever clicked on that option, their browser will basically give them some type of notification about the news. So in terms of design, this is very good. Usability is also good because I can just click and it take me exactly to a specific topic. There you go. Awesome. So this is what I was looking for. You see, click on allow to subscribe to notification, stay up to date with the latest happenings on our site. So when I click allow, what's going to happen every time he posts new content, I will get a notification on my browser. So this is very good. So he did the good job on this one. So good job on that one, man. That's why I was asking him what is the email subscriber, but he's doing it this way. Now, the advantage of this thing is super easy. In one click, and you got the notification. But the disadvantage is, if you want to eventually monetize later on, or let's say your website is down, how would you remind your users? So I still advise you to use some type of lead capture to basically capture all the users that part of your website. Make sense? I see the social media channels right here. Very good. So from the design perspective, from the ease of use, that's very good. But now I'm going to have to do another experience test for people with disabilities. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this website, go to this awesome tool right here. It's called the wave.webaim.org. Put the domain, and now I can see that there's unfortunately more than 79 contrast color errors. There's some errors that needs to be fixed. So this is basically for people with disability. So they're going to have a hard time to read your content. The software will not be able to identify what's going on. So I highly advise you to go ahead and use this tool and go back and make these changes. The cool thing about this tool, anything that is in red, that means it's serious. So if I click on this tab right here, it will tell me what it is about. Very low contrast between the foreground and background. Reference, it will give me more information. What does it mean? Why does it matter? And what can I do? So you can take this back to your web developer and they can go ahead and make the changes to make sure that your website is also for people with disability. Now, I understand your audience probably not in the US, but it's still following this, the ADA compliancy, the American with Disability Act, can actually help your users. Make sense? So I would highly advise you to do that. Let's go ahead and use the Responsonator. So the Responsonator is a tool that basically shows you how your website looks like on most of the most popular mobile devices. So this is the iPhone right here. It shows me how it looks. Looks nice and clean, very well organized, nothing too cluttered. Okay, so that's very good. See that? I like it. So when I scroll down, I can also see on the sidebar how the website looks like if you change, the position of your mobile device. So this is still iPhone. What else we have here? We have Android. So this website will show you how does your website look like on most of the mobile devices. Okay, if you look at all these devices right here, you can also see that you can check the iPhone 8 and the iPad. So looks like it's working fine, perfectly smooth. So this is good. All right, now let's go ahead and check the speed. Hey, what's going on, man? So check the speed, and look, the speed right here, it's okay, 74, close to like 80, but I would recommend that if you can at least push it to like 100 or 90 to 100. Now, on the mobile device, there is a problem right here on the mobile device. Some issues that you have to go back and make some adjustment and make some changes, so I have to speed it up. Now, if you go to WP Beginner, and right here, if you just type let's say speed or website speed. So 24 tips speed up your WordPress performance. So this is the latest information. So when you click on it, This will basically tell you how to make your website faster from the back end. So on the front end, it looks fine. I mean, like when I share it, when I click on it, everything looks fast. But from the back end, there might be some issues. So this article here from WP Beginner gives you all the information, all the resources, and all the steps on how to make your website faster. So I would recommend that you go check that. Okay. Now another tool that I use is GTmetrix. So let's go ahead and see how does it work on GTmetrix. And if you all have any website that you want to share, feel free to put in the comment section. So I'm going to go ahead and analyze that for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how this one looks from the GTmetrix. I'm sure the website is mobile friendly. So this website right here called Mobile Friendly Test. I'm going to run a test right here. But for the GTmetrix, oh my God, look at that. It's very bad. You see that? So GTmetrix give an F score and E score on your site slow score and a page speed score, and it tells you exactly what is the issue. Right here, all these problems. Remove the following redirects and whatnot. So look into the GTmetrix and also the Google Speed test, and go ahead and fix that. Is the mobile? Yeah, the good news, the website is mobile friendly, but there are some minor partial loading issue. Okay, let's also go ahead and check. Let's see. The good thing is that you have the HTTPS on the domain. That's excellent. I like that. Let's go ahead and do a quick basic on-page SEO analysis and find out how your homepage is properly optimized. So unfortunately, the title tag just says Sky News NG. It doesn't say what it is. If it's a Sky News from Nigeria or Nigerian Sky News or whatever the keyword is, then the name of the site. So that's not done properly. The meta tag description is there, which is very good. So the meta tag description is good. But the thing with the meta tag description, it has no SEO value. It's very good to have it because you are telling your audience what that page is about. So that's very good to have it. But the title tag doesn't have a good on-page SEO. So let's see what else is there. Charlie, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. All right. So the good news is that the most of your images have on the home page has the alternative text. That's very good. Another good news, you have a 32% ratio. That basically means the text ratio versus the backend HTML code, right? In order for your to have a good value on the homepage or for the bots to basically index your content properly, I recommend that your text ratio should be like 25% and above, but not more than 75%. Should be like less than 75%, but more than 25%. So that's very good. So the thing is, you need to work on. Let's see what else is there. Oh my God, the Google Analytics is missing. So in this situation, is that I would advise you to add the Google Analytics and the Google Search Console, and adjust the title tag for the homepage. I'm assuming this situation is on all the pages and all the blog posts. So if I check another blog post, there's a possibility that the title tag might not be put in the right position, right? So those on-page SEO needs to be adjusted. Let's see, ninjabistudios.com, they recently updated. Okay, you want me to check that for you? Okay, let me go ahead and check that. 1 second. If y'all have any question, please let me know. Let's see, Madiha, let me go ahead and pull up your site here. Are you serious? Let's see what's there. Give me a few minutes. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna pull both. Okay, I'm gonna pull the Ninjabi Studio, and I'm gonna pull the other one too. All right. Okay. Okay, the first analysis I'm going to do, it's called user experience analysis. So I have to talk about from the design, not just necessarily a design point of view, but also the actual experience of the visitor, right? So let's look at, let's see. This is the Ninjabi Studio. All right, let's check this. Ninjabi Studio. There's a phone number. Email me now. Why should I email you? Is it for contacting? Is it for a customer? If you want the customer contact, you just say contact me, and there should be a contact form, and not just email now. In case, actually, no. How about this? If you already have the Google Analytics configured and the Google Search Console, those two systems will tell you specifically. The Google Analytics will tell you exactly what's happening to the pages and what's happening to the call to action. Okay. I can see the call to action color is matching your brand. My recommendation is the call to action color should be something, I call it off color or different. That shouldn't match the what do you call it, the company side, like maybe like a red or orange or something like that. Okay, if it's working, then keep it. You know what I mean? If it's working, then keep it. But if you're noticing that I'm not getting enough click on the contact us or email now, then there's a possibility that you have to change the color, right? But in order to do that, I can even say that. In order to do that, use the Google Analytics. And the Google Analytics has a feature called Goal Page. If you set up a goal page to these call to action, so for every visit, somebody takes that action and completes the action, the goal page on the Google Analytics will give you the information or the number or the statistics, okay? So you got the logo right here and the services, before and after, blog, about us, and contact us. Okay, so documenting a life in love. What does that mean? I can see the picture more like a wedding. Is it like a wedding? And by the way, a slide don't works on most mobile devices. I don't recommend slides anymore. So what I'd recommend is just have a one image with some sort of call to it's like you're addressing your audience, and there is a sub headline that explains the benefit, then the call to action. Okay, um, that's what I would do. So I would definitely understand the slide is there because the type of work that you do shows the gallery. So that's pretty cool to see the images changing. Okay. Um, so let's see. Ninjabi Studios, New Jersey, New York City wedding, and headshot photographer. Let's see. Texts here are very small. You might want to enlarge the text. All these texts, you might want to enlarge maybe like 16 and more. I would say between 16, 14, 18, 14, 16, or 18 size pixel. I would suggest pink color for call to action. It will look good. Well, you know what though, see, there is a whole psychology behind call to action colors too. Orange means more like, take your time. Red means like a red alert, like it's like danger. It's like, oh, I'm noticing it. I'm gonna do it right now. So those suggestions are great, but at the end of the day, you have to connect the call to action button to the goal page on the analytics. Then you will see if it works or not, right? But I always recommend anything that doesn't match the brand color. It has to be something totally off because it will make the eye look at it. You know what I mean? So let's see, about us, blog and contact us, weddings, portrait. I love the design, by the way, but the website is very well put, very well designed. Of course, you're also a designer. Events, you do events before and after. I don't know what is this. What is this? Okay, so this is kind of throw me off. I thought you were selling like I don't know, makeups, but this photography. So that's kind of relevant. So even though this could be photography, but you might want to remove that because it just threw me off for a second. I love that you have the links on the bottom. Subscribe, contact. Oh, be careful from having the email exposed like that, because if you keep the email exposed like this, and especially I think I can see it's clickable, you are basically inviting spams to your email. So what I would do, I would never leave the email like that. In fact, a form, right? Yeah, even for the before and after, if it's all like this, then use those, because when I think about photography, I'm thinking about wedding photography, not just general photography. So I wouldn't put that there. Right? I would probably, of course, you have more. Okay. Let's see. Da-da-da. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay. Services, about us, contact us, blog, before and after. This is where the most of the picture that they can see. I think you should, based on what I know, what you do, I think you should have more before and after, or just gallery, because for portraits, these are all your portraits, photography, right? What else? Weddings. But you see, when I come here, it doesn't give me option. Like I can see the option from here, but I don't see an option like from here to look at anywhere else. In fact, if you can use a different plugin that can make the picture like this and not the small one, so the big one can basically move instead of look at the small one, right? Plus, you also have to look at it from the mobile device itself. How does it look on the mobile device? Now, you need to add another page right here for privacy policy, terms of service, and legal disclaimer. Okay, I see that you have the HTTPS. That's very, very good. Okay, let's see. But what I'm going to test right now. So this is good. See your website, just by looking at it. At the beginning, I was a little bit confused, to be honest. Like, okay, is this a photography business, or is it a wedding business, or is it a wedding photography business, right? Because the message has to be clear. One of the things that the search engine and the user needs to understand, what is the website about, right? So at first glance, when we see it, we can right away, we know, okay, this is about this service. Make sense? Documenting love and life sounds very poetic, right? If it's working, you can keep it, but think of different ways. Like if you look at my company sites or my personal website, you will see that I'm putting a message to my audience, and there's a header, a subheader, and a call to action, right? I like the section of before and after. I just want to know, does it help clients to convert? Well, that's an excellent question. Yeah, because if I'm, let's say, folks that getting married and they want photographers, they want to see the quality of their work. Makes sense? So that's like a trust factor. Then from that before and after page, Hamadiha, I would suggest that you have another call to action for contacting you, or book a session, book an appointment, get an estimate, right? There has to be one main call, one main relevant, clear call to action. Because right here, I come to your website, and what you throw at me is email me, contact us. I'm like, why? Makes sense? If it says book an appointment, get an estimate, book a session, call me, something like that, it helps for our for my retouching work, and for some portrait they want to see the quality. Yeah, there is something called buyer's persona and buyer's journey. So if you know who is your audience, that's called buyer's persona. Their age group, their niche, their income, genders, and what they do, and what kind of audience you have. That's called buyer's persona. Then you have something called buyer's journey. So when the buyer's persona visits your website, how do you want to take them? Like, where do you want to take them? Do you want them to take them to the service page? Do you want to take them to the contact us, to the about us, to the blog, to the before and after? So you have to have an idea. If somebody visits my website and there's one thing that makes me generate money or income, there has to be one main call to action, whether it's get started, book a session, and whatnot. Does that make sense? Then from there, if let's say there's a video that shows your awesome work and a call to action, and most people are not going to take action quickly. They have to see your website probably like 10 times to make the decision. If they don't take the call to action to contact you, what they're going to do, they're going to scroll down. They're going to look for client testimony. They're going to look for a gallery, more work, right? So they can be convinced. Then again, they can go to the call to action. Does that make sense? So you have to think about the buyer's journey. When somebody visits, what do I want them to do so they can take that main call to action? I'm glad that you have the HTTPS. So the design looks very nice and smooth. It's very clean. I don't think there has to be a lot of adjustment there, but just make sure you look at the Google Analytics and make the changes. The confusion here that threw me off because I didn't know what it was before and after. I'm looking here. Okay, so Ninja Studio, you do photography and wedding and headshot. So this is, and here's the wedding portrait is a wedding photos, engagement photos, and maternity. But for the before and after, that kind of was that part of this? Was it something separate? So I don't know. You can look at the analytics and see how the viewership works. You can add a Chrome extension for Google Analytics Chrome extension, and when you add the extension on the browser, it will show you the percentage of visits on every single page and what happens when they scroll down. The majority of the customers, when they scroll down, there's actually less viewership, right? So go back to the analytics, find out the data, and make the changes based on that. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about from the search engine's perspective. But the first thing first, let's go ahead and check and see um, how does it look on the mobile device. Okay. And if you all have any question, please feel free to ask. So let's see. Oh, for some reason, it says blocked. Why it's blocked? Let's see. Permission. Connection not secure. I thought it was secure. Permission. Oh, I know why. I know why. 1 second. It's possible this is my client's office, and I think they have a high security on their Wi-Fi. Maybe that's why. Let me check on my mobile device, see how it looks. Punjabi Studios. Punjabi. Punjabi Studios. Okay. So I can see the phone on the top. I can see the navigation. Email me now. I don't know about the email me now. I don't think people are just gonna email you because they want to email you. So you want to change the call to action to that. Contact us. The font has the box has to be bigger. In Punjabi Studios, so that's pretty cool. I like how everything is nicely organized. So it looks pretty nice on the mobile device. Yep. Okay. So good job on the mobile device. Let's go ahead and check the speed of the site. What's going on, bro? Alaikum salam, akhi. How you been, man? Hey, John. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. What's up, my brother? We need to cook. I know, man. Should I stop by your place? Let's do some cooking. Let's do the cooking and marketing at the same time. We'll talk about the cooking. We'll talk about some advice of marketing. That'd be something cool, bro. I know we talked about it, but we never had a chance to do it. Okay, let's check the speed. Let's check the speed and basic on page. John, you know John? Wow. What a small world, man. So let's check the speed. So the initial thing, you get the idea, but just minor tweaks. Use analytics, identify and find out how the visitors, where they're coming from, how they're behaving, and make those changes. But also understand, don't make that confusion of the call to action. The call to action has to be very clear. Okay. So on the mobile device, for some reason, it says you're supposed to be at least 90%. So on the mobile, it's not good. On the desktop, you're very close, 81%. That's good. We are watching your live together. That's awesome. Noor Rahma, alaikum salam. How are you? Ramadan Kareem. What was the Chrome extension? The Chrome extension, let me show you. The Chrome extension is Google Analytics. Google Analytics. Chrome extension. So there's right here. This one right here. Okay, so just do a search for Chrome extension, and this one right here, you can put it to your browser. As you can see, how it shows the percentage of the hits on the pages, what happens to all the click within the website. So from the browser itself. But if you want the detailed information, you do have to log into the analytics itself from here as well. Okay. So yeah, check it out. Speed. So on this one, need some work. So let's go ahead and use the GTmetrix and see how your website are doing. While I'm waiting on the GT metrics, let me make sure that I believe your website is mobile friendly. I believe your website is mobile friendly. And by the way, since you're also Madiha designer, my designer team, basically one of the amazing programmer in my other office, gave me this link called let's see, color, I think, color SEO, I think. Let me see. Let me find it. There you go, right here. So this is for designers. So basically, the cool thing about this website, colors with the COOLORS.co. So the color, basically what it does, when you, especially for designers out there, if you wanna be more efficient on your time, and this will basically show you what color matches with what color. Like if you use this, all these color match from the branding point of view. So it's very awesome, right? So I highly recommend that y'all need to check it out, because when it comes to building the website, you don't want to have more than 3 colors top, even on your logos. That's my personal recommendation, right? So this is an awesome tool that can help you, the color palette, the color generator. Like if you're gonna build a website or do a design for a specific client, you gotta make sure that the website, the way it's built, doesn't exceed more than 3 colors. And if you wanna pick the colors, which one is close to what? So this is very awesome. Okay, so from let's see, color of psychology. Let's see. There's an awesome article from Help Out. Let me see. Here we go. Helps Out right here. Okay. So this is a very good article that talks about the psychology of color in marketing and branding. So I highly recommend that you need to read this content. Okay. It talks about, look at all these well-known companies, that these are Fortune 500 companies. They use specific color, like the yellow for warmth, orange for friendliness, kind of pinkish red, bold, purple, wise, trust for the blue, peace for the green. Do you see what I'm saying? And you can also look at the companies that actually utilize these colors. So if you read further, then you will see there's more information about what colors really mean, right? So this is good for your own brand. It's also good for if you run a lead generation landing pages, or if you run a couple of ads, and especially like how on your website, if your brand is purple, then the call to action should be like orange, yellow, or red, or pink. Make sense? So make sure you guys check this website, okay? It talks about the genders, and it talks about a lot of other resources and the percentage of how it affects different kind of people, okay? All right, let's go back to the speed. We talked about the speed, and let's see in the GT metrics. Okay, you have a B, which is very good on one area, and this area you can basically click and see exactly what is the issue. Okay, or you can go to the WP Beginner and do a search for website speed, and WP Beginner basically put tons of resources on a table of content and tons of resources to show you how can you speed up the website. Okay, I'm assuming your website is built on WordPress, right, Madiha? So all the resources right here, and as I thought, it's a mobile friendly, but again needs some backend fixed. Okay, so right now let's check the on-page SEO for your website. So this is a basic SEO that I'm running right now. Let's see, New Jersey, New York City, wedding, headshot photographer. Okay, that's fine. I hope this doesn't exceed more than 70 characters. So instead of typing photography services, this here should be your brand name. Then the Ninjabi Studios, not the keyword. Because what happened with Google, this is called the title tag, right? The page title, the title tag, or the SEO title. The SEO title, or the title tag, or the page title should not exceed 70 characters. Okay, this is my recommendation, because if you exceed more than 70 characters, you're gonna get the ... right? That's one. Number two, you gotta be careful, because you don't wanna add too many keywords on the title tag. If you do that, then that's considered keyword stuffing. So if you wanna focus in the New Jersey, the New York City, in the wedding, headshot photographer, that's fine, but just make sure right here you're going to put Ninjabi Studio. Now, the meta keyword tags has no value whatsoever. This thing stopped like more than a decade ago. The meta keyword has no SEO value. In fact, now you're telling the competitor that this is the keyword that you're focusing on, right? The meta tag description, that's good. It doesn't have an SEO ranking, but you need to add it anyway, because if you don't, the search engine automatically will pick anything from your page and it will look like a jumbled, grabbled, whatever. So this is fine. And my recommendation is that the meta tag description should not be more than 160 character, even though with the Google's recent update, you can write up to 320 characters, including spaces, right? Then you're going to utilize the meta tag description to basically talk to your audience. When you say our photographers at Ninjabi Studios offers the portrait photography services to clients across Piscataway, New Jersey, Manhattan, New York, and the surrounding areas, then you need to have a call to action. Click now, click above, click for more to get an estimate. And you have to have a call to action, right? And the keyword has to be there. If your keyword is New Jersey, New York City, wedding headshot photographer, then that's the keyword should be there too. Even though it has no value, no effect, but it's still, when the visitors see the keyword on the blue colored title tag that is mentioned again on the meta tag description, that consistency can help them click on the site. Okay, just make sure that the page titles, which is this one, and the meta tag description, you have it on every single page of your website, but also make sure that they're all not the same, because you don't want to copy and paste them. That'll be considered duplicate. So what you have to do, every page must have their own unique, relevant, with the keyword-based title tag, because the title tag tells the search engine what that page is about. It also tells me as a customer, as a visitor, what this page is about. So you have to make sure that every page will have a relevant title tag and their own relevant meta tag description. So they're not going to be the keyword density. Okay. Oh wow, your keyword density here is like 6%. That's not good. See, the contact page mentioned like 5 times. When it comes to keyword density, I recommend anything less than 3%, but not more than 3%. Basically, what that means, if you have more than 3%, you mention certain words so many times, you can probably get in trouble for that, because that is called keyword stuffing. But looking at this analysis, looks like the majority of the information are not above 3%, so you're okay. All right, so let's check. Let's see right here. This is my description is good. You don't need this, as I mentioned. You have the header one implemented properly. Bravo on having the alternative text on the images. Good job. And look at this. This is awesome too. 45%. The text HTML ratio, excellent job. So no changes there. And let's see, you got the Search Console configured, and you also have the Google Analytics. Good job on that one. Okay, good job on that one. And let's go ahead and check another page real quick. Let's go ahead and check the portrait, and let's see how that's doing. And this is a New Jersey portrait photography. Good. So that's what you do. New Jersey portrait photographer by Ninjabi Studio. You cannot use 2 keywords. You see, that's the problem. This is called keyword stuffing. New Jersey portrait photography, portrait photographer, New Jersey. This is actually, you're gonna get in trouble for that. Okay, because you basically stuffed. This is called keyword stuffing, right? You basically stuffed the keyword on the title tag. You have to make it plain English. So if this page talks about portrait photography, you can say portrait photographer from New Jersey, or New Jersey portrait photographer / ninjabistudios.com or Ninjabi Studios. Make sense? Yeah, this is very dangerous. Again, ignore the meta tag keywords completely. And here's another problem here. You see, our photographer of Ninjabi Studio, you basically copy and pasted the same meta tag description on every single page. This is a problem. If your website is connected to Google Search Console, Google Search Console will tell you that you have a duplicate content. You need to remove it before they penalize you. Okay? So make sure you take care of all that. So every single page, every page must have their own title tag and meta tag description. Okay? So everything else looks good. Everything else looks good. Okay. Any question about your Ninjabi Studio? In order for you to get more customer, you have a blog, so make sure you write good content, like maybe 1,000 words or more. Let's check your blog section here. Announcing the new website. Okay, new construction. Nothing there. You gotta put a lot of blog here. Okay, when you put the blog, make sure you have an interesting title with an image and what do you call it? A sharing button and a comment section box. Okay, and you as a photographer, I think easily you can write 1,000 words. You can explain the before and after process, what it takes, how this is important, because your content should be educational. What I also recommend, if you can go to answerthepublic.com, if you come right here, answerthepublic.com, you can go ahead and tap the word wedding photography or portrait photographer, and this will give you the most popular questions that your audience are asking. You can click on this question, it will take you back to Google, then it will show you what kind of content shows up. You can use the same question as a blog post for your website. Okay, you can use the same question if you want to share it on your social channels as well. Okay, yeah, I was like, what happened? There was no blog. All right. Any questions so far about your website in terms of just a quick basic feedback? Any more question about it, so I can go and jump on your store website? Once you make those changes, let me know so I can double check them again and tell you exactly what's happening. Let's see if you have any more questions here real quick, guys. Any more questions? It is 6:45 p.m. Central Time. All right, so let's go ahead. Give me a minute here. Let me see if there's any more questions, so we can jump on your other pages. All right, let's jump to your store right here. Let's see. All right, so this is your store home catalog. That's it. Ninjabi, Ramadan Mubarak. Ninjabi wishes you and your family a blessed month. Thank you so much. Feature product. That's your doll right here. Neck. What is it? Geiter mask. Okay. You should make a lot of sell on this one. People going nuts. Okay, this is oh, you design all these? That's pretty nice. That is really cool. Noor is here for you. Alright, so this is an e-commerce website, right? To a specific audience. Let's see, featured collection. I know what you do, but for other people, they might not know what kind of product you're selling, right? Yeah, because when I look at, first of all, this thing just say Ramadan. Yeah, you can have that message, but for right now, I wouldn't keep it like that. I would still have the picture of Noor, and you can say Ninjabi. What is it? What kind of shop is it? Is it for a hoodie? Is it for the brand Ninjabi brand e-commerce? Make sense? So this one doesn't tell me exactly what are you selling. I can see there's a hoodie. Is that a hoodie? No, there's like a sweater. There's a mask. There's a laptop sleeve, but it's not. Doesn't tell me what it is. But I know what it is, right? But for other people, they don't know. So Shopify, okay. So when you sell something, like let's say for example, if I'm going to sell iPhone accessories, so like an e-commerce, when my target audience jumps in, that's what they see, and that's how it looks like. Here, there's a confusion. I don't know what it is. Plus, there is no about page about the company, right? There is no what is it? There's no privacy policy in terms of service, legal disclaimer, none of that. Now, one thing I forgot about your Ninja Studio, I did not do a disability check. I did not do that. So let's go right here. I forgot to show you that I'm sure that your website is not built for people with disability. That's like almost 99% of the website out there. So this website here is called wave.webaim.org. So you have like some errors, like 9 errors, forward contrast, 28 alerts. So this one tells you here, auto text is represent for an image that is within a link. Okay, so that's good. Let's see, anything that is red right here, see, a link contains no text. So if you want to understand what this is basically the American with Disability Act. It's a rule that every website must have it for people that are blind, that they cannot see. Your website has to be built in a way that be easy for them to navigate. It's easy for their software to understand what's going on. So you have to take this back to your developer and tell them to make this changes. Now, not every developer actually trained on this. Okay, our team. Luckily, I basically invested more in a lot of courses and classes on the American with Disability Act rules and regulations. So right now, every website we build for our clients, we have to make sure that that portion of the project is also added. So if somebody built this for you, you can basically tell them to go to wave.webaim.org and have them look at it and adjust some of the coding part. Some of them is like you have to do it by yourself. Like for example, giving an alternative text to the images. There are some that they have to do it from the backend, right? So make sure you utilize this, and after you do that, try to put another page on the bottom called accessibility disclaimer, to basically tell anyone who wants to sue you, to tell them like, hey, listen, we are aware of the accessibility issues and we are working on it. That way you're not going to be in trouble. Okay, I actually talked about this subject last week, and I shared a news story that even small businesses were getting sued for no reason, because, well, for this reason, but some of the clients were actually making a lot of money just by scaring and suing small businesses so they can collect this huge sum of money. Okay, so make sure you go and fix that. All right. So back to the shop, as I mentioned, if you can use the banner that has the message like what kind of product you sell, right? That will make more sense to anybody that is new. Okay, and of course you have to have a lot of pages, which I don't see it right here. And if I see you have a HTTPS, that's very good. Now if I run speed test, not sure if this thing gonna work here. Let's see. Yeah, if you go back to my unfortunately the Wi-Fi here is blocking certain sites, but if you go back to my Facebook last week, I talked about is your website ADA compliant, and there's a video I shared from a local news station that covered about the situation. I believe Damon got sued this or last year. Home Depot and Chick-fil-A, but of course those companies have billions of dollars that they can afford. It's not an issue, but for a small business, it's going to be a little bit troublesome, right? Unfortunately, some attorneys who basically want to take advantage of this situation, they do stuff like that. Let's see, where did I put that? If you go back, let's see, where did it go? This one right here. Okay, so if you look at the comment section, there's a video. So if you want to watch what is ADA compliancy, make sure you watch this video, because I address this subject. I give some information, some resources. So right here, hey Ted, what's going on, my man? Where you at right now? We're supposed to meet at the park, bro. Let's see, this one right here. Okay, you can check and see this news about how, unfortunately, since 2018, more than 2,200 accessibility lawsuit went out. Okay, so more than 2,200 companies. So you want to look into it, because you don't want to do it for the sake of lawsuit. You want to do it because you do want to have your people with disability have an awesome experience. Makes sense, or their parents or their relatives and whatnot. So that's why. So let's go ahead and check the speed. Let's see the speed real quick. It's 6:52 p.m. Looks like your is only the last website we're going to analyze. If anybody else wants me to analyze your website, please put in the comment section. I will give you details, just like how I did it for the community and the WP beginner. Okay, so that's awesome, Mahmadiha. Almost 80% on the mobile device. That's good. on the desktop. Ooh, look at that, 99%, excellent on the speed. Of course, Shopify, right? Is your Ninjabi Studio built on Shopify too, or is it built on WordPress? Excuse me. Oh my God, that's awesome! Look at that, best speed ever. So you got Shopify, of course, they got to make sure that their system is working very well. That's why you're paying them, right? So that's very good. So you don't have to do anything about the speed for your the shop. Okay, so you're good. Now it's built on something else. I don't remember. Oh, okay, okay. So that's very good. That's really good. So let's see. Is this mobile friendly? I think it's mobile friendly. Are you talking about the Ninjabi Studio? Okay. Zenfolio was one of this. Oh yeah, what's another CMS? Wow, I'm not sure what is that. There are there are tons of CMS. There's also Expression Edge is another one beside Prist Shop and Magenta. Those are also open source. Just a minor problem right here. You're like, that's a relief. Yeah, so you don't have to work on the speed that much, so you're good. Ayan Yusuf, wa alaikum assalam, Ramadan Mubarak to you as well and to your family. Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually almost done. Today we're just basically analyzing the website from the perspective of user experience and some minor basic on-page SEO and functionality. So if you have a website that is built on WordPress, make sure you join this community, WP Beginner Engage, or facebook.com/groups/WP Beginner. Tons of amazing content. People ask questions, and the community are super helpful. And right now, a lot of people asked for the website to be reviewed. I'm going to go ahead and analyze all of them and give them some feedback. So if you are there, feel free to join and jump in. Okay, it's good to have a community that actually help others to make sure that they also do very well in their business. Okay, tons of website right here. You can look at their feedbacks. This will actually help you to also improve your own website. So make sure you join this Facebook group right here. Okay. Okay. So what else we got? So we checked mobile friendliness. We checked the GT metrics. Very good. The speed. Response center. This one is not coming up right here, but don't forget Wave. Okay. All right. So any more questions, everybody? Any more questions about your website? Any more question about what else you need help with? Some people, unfortunately, are having a hard time. Small businesses are hurting. Some people also getting let go, getting fired. So if you know anybody that needs help, needs something to get started, do let me know, because that's what I'm doing here every day, at least an hour, to provide my time to help you and guide you and give you the resources that you need, so you can help either with your business or to help you to earn something extra on the side. I use WordPress for my clients. You mean you build a website for them? WordPress is awesome though. I mean, you can do so much stuff with WordPress. Okay? You can do so much stuff with the WordPress. And right now, themeforest.net, they have a monthly membership where you can download most of their products, like an unlimited download. Okay? Another friend of mine shared with me for the images. I think it's called Free. What is it? Free Pick. I think it's called Free Pick, right? This one right here. Yeah, this one. So this one, they have an offer for like $99 a year for unlimited download of any kinds of images. So, Madiha, maybe this is your area, right? So yeah, so you can get this. And he was asking me to find it. Look, Ramadan stuff. To find another deal, like I use 123rf.com. That's what I use. That's what my team use. But this one has an offer for like, let me show you the prices here. It has an offer for, you can see either $8 per month upfront, $99, or you can pay $11 per month, month to month, which is still cheap. But this is a good deal for $100. Especially if you work with a lot of graphics and design and clients and whatnot, this is a good investment to have. Yeah, Creative Market is another one. I like 123RF. Creative Market is another one, but I also love themeforest.net, because themeforest.net, they have WordPress themes. They have WordPress plugins, premium plugins. They also have other, like HTML, other CMS platform templates and themes, and they have audios, right? Like royalty-free musics, and they also have videos, like royalty-free videos for like a video productions. So you might want to check out Theme Forest, okay? Right here. It's one of I met them in South by Southwest a couple of years ago. It's a two-founder from Australia. They're very amazing. So there you go. This is Theme Forest, and now they have a membership program where you can just pay, I believe, $18 a month to have like some sort of unlimited download. So they have everything from WordPress, HTML, CMS, e-commerce, audio. So all for the music production kind of stuff. You see that, all the audios that you can buy for your podcast or for your video production. And right here you get all these awesome videos, either live action videos and graphic videos like After Effects, motion, animation as well, 3D files, also graphic design. So let's say these graphic designers, they're actually selling their graphic to you, so you can go and modify it or adjust it or just keep it for yourself. Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff. They have the videos and the photography and audios and the other codes for the plugins and also the templates. See, unlimited downloads. So graphic templates, video files, audio, photo, and more. Unlimited download right here. Okay. All right, folks. It is 6:59 p.m. Central Time. If you all have any more questions, please leave them below. If you enjoyed watching this, don't forget to share and invite and tag some of your cool friends. All right. So any more questions? I'm going to wait for 1 more minute. If there's any question, 1 more minute. Then I will bounce. All right, folks. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I highly appreciate it. Can we say appreciate it? Appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Bye for now.